You met last week with representatives from the Port of Moses Lake and from the Washington State Potato Commission to discuss the West Coast port stoppage. What are you hearing from them?
Almost a state of panic. Things just aren't moving. We're not getting our produce moved out of there. Our potatoes aren't moving. Our hay's not moving. It's a tough situation. The potato growers are really upset because, we've developed markets all across Asia with our French fries and we're just not moving them. So they're very nervous. They would really like to see a solution to this issue. We sent the letter from the 13 district representatives to President Obama requesting presidential and congressional intervention in this issue. And I've introduced a House Joint Memorial with 30 joint co-sponsors on this to do the same thing. And right now I'm still trying to get it worked in to get it on the floor for a vote. That hasn't happened yet, but I'm still working hard. I could use help from home, from my constituents, to make phone calls to kind of get some activity going. I sure would appreciate some help.
You had a lot of other visitors come to your office last week as well. Tell me about some of those meetings.
Well, on Monday we had the Washington Federation of Republican Women in town, and that was great fun, and they all wear their red jackets, so it was a lot of fun, and we had quite a few constituents here from Grant County. Also had Emily from the Grant County EDC was here on Wednesday to discuss the other issues in Grant County, the Economic Development Council. We had fire chiefs from Grant County were here too as well on Tuesday, and we had lunch with them discussing issues around the fire training, volunteer firefighters and things such as that. And Thursday we had the Optometrists Association in town, Optometrists of Washington State, and they're really a great bunch of folks. I like to spend time with them. But the highlight of my week last week was meeting with Doug and Nancy Reuter. They're the parents of Joel Reuter, who Joel's Law is based on. And I had a chance to meet with them for quite some time. I took an hour and a half to be with them. It was a very emotional time. It was a very learning time. They're amazing people. They have very strong faith. They're working real hard to have positive come out of a real tragedy. I have to tell you that my time with them has absolutely changed my life and has changed my focus in why I'm here in the House of Representatives. It's an incredible time. I can't really answer exactly how it's changed my life, but I feel a deep change inside of me with working with these people. So I've been working real hard, meeting with senators to try to get Joel's Law on the floor of the Senate so we can get it, we can make this law. So that's been another focus of my time here the last couple of weeks.
February 20th is the first deadline of the session. By that date, bills must pass out of policy committees or they may be considered dead for the year. Several of your bills were heard in committee last week. Can you give us an update on some of those?
Sure. My House Bill 1527, which has to do with pesticide licenses, has been heard in the Ag Committee, and we voted it out of committee last week. My House Bill 1544 Water Services Procurement was basically scrapped, and we started over with another one. It's now House Bill 1989, and it had a hearing last week, and I expect it to be voted out this week. We have irrigation, our Shorelines Management Act, House Bill 2046 has had a hearing, and we expect it to be voted out of committee this week as well. My aviation excise tax bill has had a hearing and appropriations. I have not had a chance to have it voted on yet. I'm still working hard on that to explain to everybody how it's going to basically take $640,000 out of the general fund and put $730,000 back into the general fund. So it's a complex, complicated bill, but hopefully we'll get a vote on it this week.